worth of stubble, I reported for duty at the hallowed doors of London barbers Truefitt and Hill. They've been shaving royalty for 200 years. A shave from them is the very best you can get. So I'm going to set the benchmark for our gadget razors with a cutthroat shave for myself.
Ah, a brush coming. Is that some sort of special brush from the hairs of organic badgers?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a badger hair.
I was amazed at how smooth this shave was getting my face, and it felt like luxury.
This is a very pleasant experience, but sadly it's not the way most people shave these days.
There are now 3 main types of razor. Wet razors, the safer descendants of that straight cutthroat blade, and electric shavers in both rotary and foil varieties. Today we're going to test 3 of the latest: the Philishave Smart Touch XL, the Gillette Fusion, and a wet and dry Panasonic.
Now, obviously I can't test them on myself. I'm now fantastically smooth, so I'll go and find some stubbly volunteers. Now, you look as though you might want to shave.
We don't speak so well English, so...
Ah, right. I was just wondering if you might like to trim your beard. Just sort of take it off.
Yeah, we could. My girlfriend will kill me, though.
Excuse me, we're doing a thing in testing razors, and I couldn't help noticing you're a bit stubbly and you might want to relieve yourself of it, perhaps. Armed with 3 bristly Londoners, I headed back to the shop.
Right, JJ, if you'd like to sit down here. I've got a rotary shaver, the Philips Smart Touch XL. I think it's all pretty self-explanatory.
4 years worth of beard.
4 years, man. Where you go.
JJ's treasured beard was no match for the Philishave. The first rotary shavers only had 1 head. This has 3, with pairs of blades in each. The first blade lifts the hair, the second cuts it.
Right, JJ, you look as though you've nearly finished.
Just about. Yeah, it's done.
What do you think?
It's OK. It's a bit painful the fact I've lost my beard, but it's close enough I thought it would be.
Let's have a look. The Philishave seems to have done a pretty good job. There are patches it's missed, but where it has shaved, the hairs are right down to skin level.
But there is another test I'd like to do, and for that, I need to grab another volunteer off the street. So, Dion, could you tell me what you think of the smoothness and user-friendliness of this man's face?
OK. It's nice and smooth. There's not much rough there.
Ooh, she looks like she's really enjoying it. I think this could be difficult to get her off.
Do you think it would stand up to prolonged close contact?
Not much chance of a stubble rash there, I'm thinking.
Very good, excellent. Could you stay around for the next couple?
I think I could.
Excellent. So, the Philishave has impressed all round, but how will it compare with a high-tech wet shave? Right, Patrick, you know what to do.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Gillette transformed wet shaving when he marketed a razor with disposable blades in 1901, and again in the 70s when his company started the trend of multiple-bladed razors. This Gillette Fusion is the latest in that evolutionary line. It has no less than 5 blades to reduce the pressure on each blade for greater comfort. It also has a battery to power vibrating pulses for an additional soothing sensation.
Right, Patrick, what did you think?
Actually, it does feel really smooth. Smoother than I would normally feel after I've just shaved.
What do you shave with normally?
With the Mach 3.
And how about the whole vibrating business?
It was a bit disconcerting having something vibrating that close to my face. But
because it was a blade vibrating?
Yeah, so I was a bit concerned it might cut my face, but it didn't. It felt very smooth. It was good.
Right, Dion, this is Patrick. Give him a good feel.
Okie doke. Yeah, that is nice. It's nice and smooth. It's slightly more rough on the upstroke.
Oh, right.
Ooh. No, we don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not as good as the Philishave.
Our third and final gadget shaver is this Panasonic. It looks like a conventional foil and cutter device, but it has an unusual feature. You can use it as a dry shaver or as a wet shaver.
It works by using a screen or foil with tiny perforations, which the hairs poke through and hit the blades on the other side. Panasonic's head also pivots in multiple arcs, so it can be used in swirling actions to cut hairs diagonally.
It was a tad painful, to say the least. Very slow as well. I mean, I think that took about 10 minutes to do. It would have taken a lot quicker. I normally wet shave with an ordinary razor, and that was just horrible. Not unimpressed with it, I must say. What it took off relatively well, I think. Although, say, very patchy, a lot of areas missed, and very, very sore around the neck. and very, very sore, very painful.
It's nicer than the Fusion. There's less stubble there, but you can see that it's not quite got all the hair off around the neck and everything.
Do you know what, John? I'm really glad that you finished doing this item. Because you know he tests everything himself. Every day for the last week or so, he's been coming into the Gadget Show office with little bits of tissue paper stuck to his neck where you've cut yourself.
I know, but it's really important to test these because I think shaving's a very personal thing, and I actually completely disagree with the lady judge in our film. Because for me, the Gillette, the wet shave, was by far the closest of the three. And also, unlike the guy who was testing it, I really enjoyed the sort of vibrating motion. I thought it did give a new dimension to wet shaving.
What about the electric shavers, John?
Well, they were both a lot quicker than the wet shave, but the Panasonic was the closer of the two, although it was the least comfortable as well, I think. I mean, the Philly shave was quicker and more comfortable, but probably gave a slightly less smooth result, I felt.
What about G ratings, then?
4 Gs for the Gillette, because it is actually the smoothest result of the three. And the Panasonic would be 3 Gs, because it was the closest of the electrics, but not as comfortable as the Philishave, which I'll also give 3 Gs, because it was the most comfortable and convenient to use, and also the quickest. But the undoubted ultimate shaving experience, the real 5G award, has to go to that traditional cutthroat shave. That was just a lovely thing to experience.
Very nice to watch.
Do you shave?
No, John. I wax. Anyway, now it's time for the critical list. Every week on the critical list, we look at what's best in a certain area of gadgetry. And this week, it's